Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is March 5th, 2019, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the major economic events of the day, just earlier this morning, we had an Aussie number. Before we look at this number from Great Britain, we had a rate decision earlier this morning. We'll take a look at the Aussie dollar just later. But later today at 5:35, out of United Kingdom, Bank of England Governor Carney will be speaking, sure to affect the GBP. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. But taking a recap of the markets, dollar is stronger across the board. Okay, that really is on the back of the Dow Jones nosedive yesterday, over 500 points in trading. Okay, it did capitulate at 26,100. That's normal, okay? And I'll show you why it's normal in just a second. Looking at the commodities also affected gold trading lower, below 1293. That's an important number, and oil still steady, but okay, now we're going to jump into that in just a moment. And lastly, looking at stocks, Apple does the gap up above its resistance level like we spoke yesterday, and then closes the gap and then rallies into the end of the day. So lots happening in the markets, and let's take a look from what we can expect from today's trading. So first things first, we're looking at the Euro USD at a 4-hour chart, as you can see there, and we're trickling down below the support level of 1332-ish level. And this means that we can even go lower. Just remember, 1252 is your support level, really next there. So I wouldn't jump in just to, chase it on the way down. But if it does continue this momentum, we could see it definitely close in at this price. Now, this is really on the back of the dollar getting stronger, as the Dow Jones sold off yesterday. Looking at the GBP USD, everything is trading in tandem. We're trading low at 3160-ish level. This may be a decent place for it to actually support level. Okay, it might just jump off of this area, bounce off of this area. So keep an eye on that later today. Now, looking at the Aussie USD from earlier this morning, we finally broke that area. Okay, this was the area I was talking about. We had the support level right here, as you can see, at 70.86-ish level. We broke below it, initially just selling off quite sharply to 70.68, about 20 pips. Not a big deal altogether, but a nice retracement. Now it's capitulating here, which means that if it does close above this 70.86-ish level, it may go up on the upside. It has a way to correct itself on the upside, so we may still see that as the markets correct themselves after yesterday's debacle. Now, jumping into gold, this is what I was talking about, 1287. We traded as low as 1282-ish level. Let's look at a 4-hour chart, and it does look like it's exhausting its sale position. Okay, 1280 is a support level there for gold, so just be aware of it. That actually might be a decent place to actually pick this up if this does correct itself on the upside. Now, looking at oil, nothing happened. $56 a barrel, just slow and steady. Okay, trading in the mid-range between our upper limit of 57.70-ish level and the lower limit of 55.30-ish level, as you can see. So really nothing really to write home in the price of oil. Now, the Dow Jones and oil have been trading together, okay, up until yesterday. Now look at this move. We're looking at a 5-minute chart, but let's look at a 4-hour chart just to give you an understanding of what happened yesterday. This market completely sold off from 26,100-ish level to 25,600-ish level, over a 500-point move. Now we're capitulating right here at this level, which makes sense because that was a previous resistance level, okay, and so subsequent support. Now the question is, are we going to correct ourselves on the upside? And I think we will. Now looking at the stocks, they're strong, okay? They're not selling off like the Dow Jones is. So this flash flood or flash sell-off seems to be just a little bit just of a shakeup in the markets. Now looking at the following stocks, let's look at Apple. Apple had this beautiful move yesterday. Let's look at a 50-minute chart just to show it a little bit easier. Okay, so we're looking at a 50-minute chart on the Apple stock. This was the gap up right here. Okay, you can see that quite clearly. And it gapped up to 175.65-ish level, and then capitulated up to 177, sold off. Okay, we closed the gap and then some, capitulated this 173. This probably was the market selling off. But now we're right back to where we started. We back to where we initially opened up yesterday. Okay, so this is actually a very positive kind of formation, but I have to see some follow through. I'd like to see this end the day above 176 for this to maybe continue its upwards momentum. Now, the markets have made several corrections, okay, and they look like they want to take it higher. If we look at the JSC, it's still hovering at this 50,000 level, okay, and I'd like to see it push further, push higher with some momentum for us to get that finally above this area and to maybe closing on this 52,500 level. Can we do it? Yes. The question is how and when. So you got to wait until the momentum actually kicks in. Keep an eye on the stocks and on the indices to make sure that they're trading in tandem, as we may see a correctional move in the indices and subsequently see a correctional move in the currencies where the dollar is getting weaker and the rest of the currency is getting stronger, while the Dow Jones it takes a little bit of a bounce or recovers from yesterday's losses. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.